was it 6? Just straight to your face, ba-boom, Defiant Thundermaw, just zapping you for instant damage, Blazing Crescendo on top. Ladies and gentlemen, mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Man on Man, and today, we've got a juicer for you. We've got the Dragon Duo. That is right, this mono red is a lot different from like the Godric, the Voldaren Epicure. You get the Celebration, the Godric, yada yada yada. This, I think, is genuinely better, in my personal opinion. We got the Invasion of Tarkir. That is right, you can use this card. This card is very, very good in creature matchups. Versus control, it's a little bit too slow. But if you get the Defiant Thundermaw out, how do we really abuse this? Whenever a dragon you control attacks, deals 2 damage to any target. Now, it's great and everything, but just alone, a little underwhelming. So we've got the Shivan Devastator. That is right. And I'm running 4, not 1, not 2 for a late game bomb. No, 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 no. We are running for a full play set of the Shivan Devastator. And if you notice, the curve is extremely aggressive here. 1 drops, 2 drops, and the only 3 drops we're running are Nahiri's Warcrafting. This card is absolutely insane. This is exactly what you want in this deck. It can hit battles, so it can hit the Invasion of Tarkir, and anytime you have excess damage, you go ahead and drag some more cards out of your deck. You also have the Blazing Crescendo. Absolutely love this card. This card's absolutely nuts, and you do get that card until the end of your next turn and a pump spell. So why do we have no Phoenix Chick? Phoenix Chick is not good because you need the Falkenrath Pit Fighter, the Embereth Veteran, and the Swiftspear, which will get more power, but you need 2 base power because whenever you pump something up with the Monstrous Rage or the Crescendo, you need it to have 5 power. You want to have 5 power so that you can crack open the Defiant Thundermaw from the battle like that. That is exactly why we don't run the Phoenix Chick or any of those 1 power creatures. With 1 pump, you need to be able to get your Tarkir or your Defiant Thundermaw out, and then you get your Shivan Devastators, and then from there on out, you're just swinging in and just doing 2 damage on top of your swings, and you're looking good. We don't have to worry about Squee. Squee is too slow. It's not good. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, run Warcrafting over Squee in this particular build. But this is the deck here. We're only running 23 lands because of the aggressive curve, and this is it. Defiant Thundermaw and Shivan Devastator. Hopefully we can devastate our opponents. This is the deck. Go ahead and leave me a like. The button looks just like this. Helps out the channel tremendously. I'd really appreciate that. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Phew! How are we doing here? We're going to keep this. This is like a pretty gosh darn good hand. Falkenrath Pit Fighter. It's been such a long time since I've actually used this thing, but I definitely like it in this build. Again, with the Crescendo and the Invasion of Tarkir, just how it plays out, you definitely need to be able to swing in for the Invasion of Tarkir for 5. So with the Monstrous Rage and the Blazing Crescendo, the Phoenix Chick just does not get the job done. So that's why we do that. Let's go for the Invasion. I am a little worried just because we are playing against fellow mono red, and we don't have a creature anymore, so we're just sitting here with our Blazing Crescendo. I'm actually going to go ahead and put a stop on my turn here. I might want to go for the Play with Fire on their face, just so that I can scry. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go... Yeah, it is tempting to go the Scoundrel, but I'm going to go ahead and hit their face just so I can scry here. Definitely, I'm pretty glad we did that now, but again, though, we're going to have to draw into a creature of some sort. We do get the Embereth Veteran, so not all is lost yet. Let's go ahead and get rid of these stops. They're so annoying. So we got the Embereth, but again, we need another creature, or else we're kind of just looking a little lame here. Definitely not blocking. No way, no how. They've got another Play with Fire or like a Lightning Strike. We're looking pretty scary. Phoenix Chick, again, I'm not the biggest fan of Phoenix Chick. I'm just not the biggest fan of it. I don't know. Alrighty, so they are going to keep the Charming Scoundrel back, so I would assume they don't have like their own form of removal. So that's kind of interesting. Another Embereth. Okay, how do we want to play this? Do we want to drop an Embereth? I think we're going to have to. Let's go for the Mountain, go for the Embereth, and then keep up Blazing Crescendo. So let's go ahead and pop you. Yep, let's do this. Again, there's no way that they have removal. I think if they had removal, they would have swung in with the Charming. So I'm not too worried here. We're going to swing with the Embereth right on the Invasion of Tarkir, get our 1/1 counter, and then we have the Crescendo if they let it go. This is fine because with the Crescendo, we get another card for the end of our next turn. So let's go ahead and do this. Again, we have to play to win. If they have the Lightning Strike, it is what it is, and that's just GG's. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna die. So they have Free from Flesh. We do get the Kumano, but looking a little rough here. So if I have, let's see here. Are they running oil counters, or do they just really want the +2/+2 at instant speed? Okay. Down to 14 we go. Hopefully we get into something else. We do get the Swiftspear, which is pretty nice. Let's go ahead and drop this, so that we go for the Kumano and we get a little bit of a buff on our Swiftspear before we attack in. Another form of removal? Volt Charge. Wow. Okay, so they got oil. What are they running here? Interesting. They got oil counters. They got Proliferate going on. Very interesting. So they actually put a counter on the Invasion of Tarkir as well, which is really cute. We draw into a land. This game is probably over. I'm gonna go ahead and just give them like full control, just to make them think that we have like a lightning strike or something like that. But not looking too good here. Down to 8. Gotta draw something pretty ferocious here. So there's a Flame Soaker. There's gonna be. Okay, so let's get into the Nahiri's Warcrafting first of all. That is absolutely excellent. Just so we can... Kakkazan, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Discard your card. So there's their oil counter stuff. So if we go for the Warcrafting, unfortunately, not going to be enough to kill the invasion just straight up. So I think we do this and just kill you. So they can actually do this. Let's do this so that we get a whopping... No way! No way! 3 mountains? Oh, that is insanely brutal. Wow. Wowee. I'm still gonna attack it. I mean, we have to play to win, so we take 3. I think we have to attack it. This is gonna be our win condition here. And we get 3 mounds off the top. That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright, we gotta top deck something crazier here. Invasion of Tarkir. Okay, so there's at least a sliver of hope here. Top deck the Devastator. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. With haste, we're gonna be able to pop open this right away. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm not gonna swing with the Etching of Kumano. We need that to block. And now we get our Invasion of Thundermaw. Finally. Oh my word. Okay. Alright, so 5 health. How are we looking here? Unlucky Witness is good as dead because of the Etching of Kumano. Because it gets exiled, so we don't have to worry about that. I mean... Oh god, they have a lot of pump spells too, though. I don't want to lose my Thundermaw. I'm gonna trade here. Alright, we're just gonna try. I know that the Unlucky Witness will be able to exile this stuff. We get the Shivan Devastator. Let's freaking go. 4/4. X equals 4. Come on, baby. They're running some off-brand stuff here, so I have no clue what they got going on. I am swinging all in, baby. Is this too crazy? Like, I mean, do they have something that they could possibly... We're gonna deal 6 to their face. And we take it. That is epic. Holy. Remeses. How are we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. Yeah, it looks like a keeper to me. Go right in for the Falkenrath Pit Fighter. The reason why I'm running Pit Fighter and the Embereth is because I think it's important to have base power of 2. I prefer it over the Chick just because of this reason. Especially going for Invasion of Tarkir. I think you really want this versus more like creature-heavy matchups. So let's go in for the Invasion. And I'm going to go ahead and just try to get the Invasion going. Let's go ahead and swing in on you. And then also having the Nahiri's Warcrafting over Squee. So we're not running Squee. We're not running the Phoenix Chick. There's a lot of different things that we're not running here. Elvish Archivist. Okay, that is interesting. What do we want to do here? How do we want to play this? The Nahiri's Warcrafting is not really the best right now. You have to really use this later in the game. But I'm going to go ahead and swing on this. And what are they going to do? I think we're going to use the Crescendo. It doesn't seem amazing right now, but again, we get that until the end of our next turn, whereas Warcrafting we don't. So let's go ahead and kill that just so that we get the Defiant Thundermaw, and then we have to play with fire. We could also go for Kumano, but I would rather hold up the play with fire in case they get this Elvish Archivist to do something weird. Or they play something else, and plus we have another turn for the Kumano. With Warcrafting, it has to be this turn, so that is the difference there. So they go for the Ossification, which is pretty nasty, but let's see what they do here. They draw a card, right? I guess we might as well play with fire on the Archivist here. Take away their ability to draw a card, we get rid of the Thundermaw, but it is what it is. Again, you really want to have a lot of mana so you can make the most use of this Warcrafting, because it is where our deck kind of tops out. So let's go in for the Kumano. And do we want to use this Pit Fighter? I mean, let's at least get our damage in first. Like, so we could do this and then get rid of the Monstrous Rage, or like another mountain or something. Gosh, I don't know. I think we kind of do. Let's go ahead and do this. Sacrifice it. I do kind of want to draw a little bit here, especially with the Warcrafting. I think this is fine. It's not great that we draw into another Monstrous Rage. It's kind of wishy-washy, though. I don't know what we're going up against too much. So Archivist there. Not a big deal, especially with the Warcrafting. Okay. So we do get into a Swiftspear. So we are a little bit... Yeah, we're going to have to just play, especially with being the +1/+1 counter on the Swiftspear. I think this is going to be the way we have to play this. And again, I don't really want to go for the Warcrafting. So let's swing in here. Let's go for the Monstrous Rage. We are not going to go for Warcrafting. It is tempting. Like I said, it is extremely tempting to go for Warcrafting here. Just because it's a 1 toughness creature and we get all that excess. But I don't think it's the right time. I think we're going to have to wait till next turn. They have an Ossification. It's not the end of the world. We will be getting a Kumano. Companion. Ugh. It's not great. We don't like them drawing 2 cards, but I mean, these little weenies we can just trample right over if they don't have like an Ossification or something. Which I would assume it's probably coming. Yeah. So there's no way they make this play without an Ossification. Okie dokie. These are premium Warcrafting. So we do get Invasion. Again, though, I just don't think I'm comfortable with going with Warcrafting here, because we can go for Invasion, get a kill on their face, and then we can go for Warcrafting later anyway. So I think we're just going to go for the Invasion of Tarkir. I'm not worried about them. Let's go ahead and hit their face, actually. Well, gosh dang, I mean... It's actually pretty close, because if we kill... Alright, let's do this. Let's swing in on... Man, it's close. It really is close, but I think we're gonna lean towards... Well... Gosh, it is really close. Let's see what they want to do here. And we're gonna go ahead and Monstrous Rage this thing. So if they... Man, we could have swung it on their face, though. I really don't know, because if we swung it on their face, they'd probably chump block. It feels bad, cause like, you know, lethal, but like, there's no way they don't chump block, right? They would chump block the Spirited Companion. Jukai Naturalist, draw a card. I mean, they did show us 2 Ossifications. If they have a 3rd Ossification in their first 16 cards, I'll be pretty salty. So Calyx, okay. One more here, and this looks to be it, though. I mean, like I said, we have the Warcrafting. We're gonna be able to swing with the Thundermaw. This is lethal alone. But I guess we'll kill the Archivist, just because why not, I guess. Yeah, let's just go for you. Get all the excess damage that we can. And there's going to be a Shivan Devastator. We're going to go ahead and get that, just so that we can get into the second Thundermaw trigger. Swing on in, and that is going to be good game. Let's go. Lesazio, how are we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. This is a slower hand, especially for mono red, but because we are on the draw, I'm going to go ahead and keep it. So if we're going against our fellow mono red, we can just go ahead and use like the Invasion of Tarkir for removal, so I'm not too worried about this. What you do? I mean, I guess when you gotta go, you gotta go. So there's the play with fire. Alrighty. Yep, that's fine. Like I said, if they play down any... Oh, whoa, so this is actually... This is not mono red. This is... Boros? Boros Illuminator Virtuoso? Okay, well, that's no big deal. Let's go for the Invasion of Tarkir, and I'm going to go ahead and kill this thing right away. And we actually do not have to reveal our... Let's not reveal our secrets. Let's keep it a secret that we're running these Shivan Devastators. A lot of people might run like 1 Shivan Devastator, but I'm running 4. I don't even care. There's another Invasion of Tarkir, and let's see, a Sword of Forge and Frontier. Interesting. I mean, again, I've never been able to make this card work, but hey, you do you. Let's go in. We could just go in for a Warcrafting. I think I kind of like that. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Warcraft. Let's do this. Let's just go for the Warcrafting right on this Invasion of Tarkir, so we get our dragon immediately. We don't get any of the excess damage or anything like that, but it'll be okay. Plus, we have 2 different forms of removal anyway. Alrighty, here we go. Sword of whatever the heck. It's got protection from red and from green, but I don't think it's gonna matter that much. Let's go in. Okay, let's go in for Invasion of Tarkir. I don't even know if we really have to pay that much attention to this. I mean, I don't really think I care that much. They have tap to attack and put a 1/1 counter on it. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Let's go ahead and reveal 2 Shivan Devastators, and I'm just gonna hit you right in your face. Bang. And let's go ahead. I mean, gosh, we have so many different lines we can do here. I think we just hit him with another Invasion of Tarkir. I do. Boom, boom. And we could do it on the other invasion. Let's do this. Let's hit that invasion, swing for the face, and then we can hit this to get another Thunder Maw. Alright, I think that feels pretty good. Down to 12, and next turn, I mean, I think we can just go for a double Devastator, and that should be it. I mean, they swing in here, they're gonna activate the Sword of Forge and Frontier, but like, look, it takes too long to get going. You pay for 3, it's 2 to equip. I don't know. I'm just not a big. I don't know. I just feel like it's too clunky. So, I think that's the problem with like all equipment cards. They're all just like really too clunky. I don't even know what the heck we're playing here. Rouse Reinforcements. Like, what is this deck? Another Devastator. Let's go ahead and play that. Let's play 2 for 1. So let's go for 1. Unless this is actually pretty bad. We're going to hedge our bets a little bit, because if we don't have this Thunder Maw, it's not looking the best. So I'm actually going to do this. Let's do this. I don't want to go for... We could go for lethal, potentially, if we swing them both, just hit face and then go for Crescendo. But let's be a little more meticulous. Let's be a little bit more meticulous. Stab removal, Heartflame Duelist, deals 3 damage. We can't Crescendo out of that. Okay, that's fine. Not a big deal. Yep. I'm trying to think. Do I even want to put down the Devastator, like just for the body? I think I kind of do. Let's just go ahead and get it down. Obviously, very awkward. Like, I don't usually play this awkwardly with the Devastators, but I think this is the best way to do it. So Heartflame Duelist comes out to play. Oh, and they top deck a Play with Fire, which does suck. They do get that lifelink ability, which is pretty brutal. Oh, this will be actually pretty nasty, especially if they get something to play again. Torch the Tower. Fortunately, they cannot kill us with Torch the Tower because our Thunder Maws are too big. And I think this is pretty much the end. Torch the Tower, I mean, they can try. That's not going to do enough. They can go ahead and sacrifice something. Yeah, but I mean, they just do 3. Top, that's not going to matter. Trying to think what else they can do. They can go and equip. That's not going to be enough. So if we go for the Devastator, I think we could go in for Blazing Crescendo. But let's go ahead and do this. And we'll go in for 2. Bada bing, bada boom. And what I love about Blazing Crescendo is you can use this to dig deeper into your deck. And it actually is the next turn as well. So it doesn't really matter. And we get all of these Defiant Thunder Maws. How many triggers is that? Is that, was it 6? Just straight to your face. Ba-boom. Defiant Thunder Maw. Just zapping you for instant damage. Blazing Crescendo on top. And they give it up. Let's go. Zenobi, how you doing, my friend? This is a crappy hand. I mean, there's just no way around it. Oh my god, we're gonna have to mulligan this away. Alright, this is a little bit better, especially by default. I'm gonna put away one of the Devastators. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And let's go in for our... Let's go in for the Embereth Veteran. We don't have anything to pump up with the Swiftspear, so I don't think the haste really matters that much. Let's go ahead and drop our Veteran. See where the game takes us. Blacks. Hopeless Nightmare. How do we want to play? I think we'll just give him a land, honestly. I think we're going to give him a land. I don't want to give up the Devastator. It's a flyer. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's just go straight for Invasion of Tarkir, and I'm just gonna go straight to their face here. We're gonna do this, pop them in the face, and try to think here, because we can potentially do Swiftspear next turn. I think we do want to do this. We actually go for the Devastator. If the Embereth lives, or if we get like a shock or something, we can make the dragon. But against black, it is a little nerve-wracking. And thankfully, we're looking pretty good here. This is pretty good. I mean, we're gonna be able to go for the Devastator and the Swiftspear. I am gonna do this because if they're running discard, I want to get everything on the battlefield. So let's do this, and then plus putting the Devastator down, we do ensure that when the Thunder Maul comes out, we have something to play against it, so I like this a lot. So bang, bang, bang. We're gonna get the Thunder Maul, and because now that we have guaranteed the Devastator, every time the Devastator attacks, we get 2 extra damage along with the Thunder Maul as well. So looking pretty good. We do go for the throw, which does suck a lot. We do get another mountain. I don't think it's really worth doing the young hero roll right now, so let's go ahead and just ignore that. Let's play the mountain and just do what we can. Swing on in, but looking a little shady here. Back in the day of Meat Hook Massacre, I would be very, very nervous. Looking a little sketchy here, though. The go for the throw, put them over the top. I mean, we're looking okay. We do need to top deck something a little bit better here. Oh, wow, okay. So, Invasion of Tarkir, that's actually really bad for us, huh? Alright, so deals 4 damage to another target opponent or battle. Yeah, this is fine. I don't know why they didn't... Wait. Hold on. Why did they not... I'm just confused. Like, okay. Well, we get our Warcrafting. This is actually a really, really good card. We're going to wait until we have something to play it on, but I'm just going to swing in. Yeah, I am not going to lie. I read this wrong. So that's not what I thought it did. I thought it did 1 damage, and then they hit the Swiftspear, so I was like, oh, it's 4 damage to a creature and 1 damage to my face, but no, they didn't. I don't know what the heck that's all about. But we do have this Warcrafting. Hopefully they just put down a creature of some sort. So Godric, yeah, this is actually okay. They're going to be able to swing in on this, but I don't think they're going to want to. No, don't do it. Zenobi, what do you... No. This is not what you want to do. You don't want this. Alright, so Warcrafting. Let's go ahead and drop you. Hopefully we get something with the top 2 cards. I'm just going to go and blow you up, Godric. Prowess, let's see. We get a Monstrous Rage, and that should be it. Let's go ahead and wait. They're tapped out, so we don't even have to worry about anything else. With the Prowess and the bump, we are looking good to go. Zenobi, you should not have attacked me. Diablo 3433. With a name like Diablo, most likely we're going to be going up against our fellow mono red here. So let's see what we got here. With Sarkhan? Wow, both going Sarkhan. Okay. Well, if they're going for Zaitor's Proving Ground, let's go ahead. Let's not waste any time. I'm going to go ahead and drop our little Swiftspear. Swing on in. See what we got. Is this, I mean, it's either going to be the 5-color Atraxa, which we actually do have a pretty good matchup with. So, Rafine's Tower, it's looking like it's going to be exactly that. And I think we're actually going to go in for Blazing Crescendo. Whenever we grab the other thing, we could be a little nervous about a cut down, but I really don't think so. I'm going to go ahead and just go Blazing Crescendo, right to your face, boom. Now, the mountain's not great, but I definitely love digging into our deck. Blazing Crescendo, I mean, this deck is like... I think I prefer this brand of mono red a little bit more than my previous version, especially with the Godric and stuff. So let's go ahead and play our land that we dug with the Crescendo. Might as well. And let's go for the Kumano. It doesn't seem like they really have too much of a response, so I'm going to swing in and we're just going to play with fire just so that we get that scry and 1 extra damage with that prowess. So Invasion of Tarkir, I prefer Invasion of Tarkir when it's a little bit more of like a creature-heavy matchup. That's where this really comes in to shine. But I think we're gonna keep it, because if we get drawn to a land or something, we're not looking too good. But I might just go for the Crucible. Yeah, like I said, beggars can't really be choosers. Like, it is not the greatest thing here, just because, I mean, I don't know if we weren't that, I mean, that might have been a little premature, but I'll take it. Digital Messiah. I think we played before. I can remember a name like Digital Messiah. That is quite the name. Let's go ahead and give them the friendly mulligan hello, because they did just take a mulligan. And we also want to extend our gratitude, because I remember you, Digital Messiah. Hopefully we can be the actual Messiah, because if you're just the Messiah in the digital world, they give us a hello. Maybe they recognize us. I don't know. Mana Man. That's. I mean, not to toot my own horn. I think that's a pretty cool name. Alright, so we got Kumano faces Kakkazan, so we're most likely either facing Gruul or our fellow Mono Red. Let's see what we can do here. I would like to kind of get this play with fire off, just because we have to kind of make a decision here. Because we want to attack, or do we kind of want to do like the more control type of thing? I think we kind of... Let's go in for the invasion. I do want to get this invasion down. Invasion, let's go ahead and submit this, and then I think this is fine. And I'm going to swing in on the invasion here, just because we do have this Warcrafting as well. That could come in handy, but the Invasion of Tarkir is a lot more effective versus creature-heavy matchups, so green and red. Typically, versus like control, it's very, very bad, because you're just getting you're spending 2 to do 2, and then you're going for the Invasion of Tarkir to get the dragon. It's just way too slow for like Azorius control, so very, very good versus like this type of matchup here. Alright, not wonderful, just because obviously we want to go with fire to get the scry ability. So now we're sitting in a pretty weird spot. I think we're going to go in for... Let's just go for the Falkenrath Pit Fighter. It's been so wild that I've used this card that it's actually taken a second to kind of get a hold of it. And now we can keep up the play with fire. Let's see what they want to do here. Swifty, yep. Okay. They swing all. I think we're just gonna let it go. Oh, so they're gonna play with fire. I guess at this point we're probably gonna have to play with fire on... Well, if we play with fire on the invasion, we can go in for the Devastator to get our dragon. I don't know. I think that's gonna be the move here. We are gonna take a lot of damage. I think this is our win condition though. Like, I just don't see what else we can do. Down to 11, which is, like, it's relatively manageable. So let's go ahead and do this. If they have another play with fire, we're just screwed, and that's just going to be that. But I think this is going to be the only way we win here. Devastator, swing in, Invasion of Tarkir, fingers crossed, and we do get the dragon. So we got our double dragons, Devastator and Defiant Thundermaw. I think that's going to be the only way we win here. Going for Squee. Alright, so I mean, they're gonna swing in. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Well, how many cards do they have in the graveyard? 2. So I don't want this thing coming back. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Down to 5. Kumano. If we swing in with... both, we can get 2 kills that way. But then we also fuel the Squee. So... If we swing in on their face, we can do 4, 8, 9... That's also not going to cut it. So let's go in for the Kumano. I really wish we drew a land here. Really kind of brutal, honestly. If we swing in, though, it's 4 other cards, so they can't use the Squee that way. So let's swing in with just the Devastator, just so that we get a little bit of damage off here. And I think we'll kill the Kumano or the Swiftspear. I don't think it particular... Well, the Swiftspear can get bigger, so actually let's just do that. And again, they're not going to be able to play the Squee either. Then we can at least block one. I mean, it's not great. Like, we're hanging on by a thread here. If they haven't got like even like a lightning strike, we're pretty much dead in the water. So how could we have one here? Does 5 damage. Yeah, we'll go ahead and use this for funsies, but yeah, I think again though, if we just had another land, we could have gotten into the Warcrafting and won. But it is what it is. Yeah, we'll go ahead and give him the GG's. Good game. WYSIWYG, how are we doing here? This is going to be an easy mulligan. We've got way too many pump spells and not enough creatures, so let's go ahead and get rid of this. There's our creatures. That'll do just fine. I'm actually going to put away the Devastator. We don't have any of like the Invasion of Tarkir or anything like that, so I think we're going to put you away. It is kind of close, just because, I mean, 3 lands. Yeah, it's close, but I think we're gonna do this. Alright, let's go in for... Let's actually go for the Pit Fighter, and then next turn we can go for Swiftspear. Pump it up with Kumano. I think that's probably the better line on the play. We are mono red, so we're trying to be very, very aggressive. But like I said, this mono red plays a little bit differently than like the Godric version. I do like the Godric version, but I think this one plays a little bit better versus other creature decks. So let's see what you got here. Duress. So we get punished. We get punished very, very badly for not playing that Kumano. Ooh, that's pretty rough. But nevertheless, I think again, I do like the Falkenrath Pit Fighter because you need your 1-drop to have 2 base power so that you can kill the invasion to get your dragon with your pump spells, with like the Blazing Crescendo or the Monstrous Rage. I think it's pretty important. Speaking of the Blazing Crescendo, there we go on that. Let's not play the land just because the Blazing Crescendo could grab a land, but I'm trying to think of what I want to do here. Let's just swing in. Probably going to have to just take an L on something here, which is fine. Let's go for Blazing Crescendo, because we're going to kill it with the Swiftspear, so I'd rather do more damage. So I think we'll put it on the Swiftspear. It's fine. And we do get to play with fire, which is actually kind of nice. We have until next turn to play it. And what's kind of nice about this is kind of taken out, because they have to draw a card and lose a life. That's actually not what they want to do versus mono red, so I'm actually completely fine with this. Let's go, and we get into the end of the next turn, so we have this play with fire. And I think we're just gonna... See, they can't like this, though. They draw a card and they don't get anything on the battlefield. Can't feel good, and we just take it, and that is mono red in a flash. Ooh-wee.